Maharaj, we understand that this is not my body, this is not my mind, I am Brahman. But how I can convince myself that I am the Brahman alone and everything else is not true?
All right. Remember, yeah, that's the answer to all these verses are an answer to this question, but it's worth going over again and again. Remember, when I say I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am Brahman, is it not equally true to say I am the mind and the body and everything else? That's also true.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's what we are reading here. The first step is to say, I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am the witness consciousness. Right? Now, how do I know that this witness consciousness is the only reality and nothing else is real? Remember, Advaita Vedanta does not deny that you are experiencing all this. That would be foolish. We are experiencing it. Nobody, no matter which philosophy, however highly regarded, nothing can convince me that I am not experiencing it. But what Advaita Vedanta is questioning is the reality of the things which we experience. What Advaita Vedanta is asking is this. If you understand that you are consciousness, then all of these things which you experience, do you not experience them in consciousness? What Advaita Vedanta is going to try to prove is that all the things that we experience have no reality of their own apart from the experiencing consciousness. I'll repeat that. What Advaita is aiming at is, first of all, it will show you that you are pure consciousness. That's the first stage. Yeah. Second, now look back upon which of all those things you have abandoned. The world, body, mind. All of them are being experienced. The moment you open your eyes, there is a world in front of you. The moment you look within, there is the mind, thoughts, emotions, feelings. Now all of them, Vedanta asks us to see, are they not experienced in your consciousness? There are two steps here. Let me take it in baby steps. Do they not appear to your consciousness?
Yes.
They appear to your consciousness. One step. Let me take one more step now. When I say they are appearing to your consciousness, is it like consciousness is like the light and there is something else outside which the light is shining upon? That's the image that comes into our mind. I am conscious. I am a conscious being. And there is a world which I am illumining with my consciousness. Through my mind, through my eyes and sense organs. We'll leave that part out now. But through consciousness basically. Right?
Yeah.
Now Advaita Vedanta says that idea has to be abandoned. How? What idea? That there is a light, consciousness like a light, and there is a world. And the light is illumining the world, consciousness is experiencing the world. No. Why? Follow this carefully. That the light is different from this, whatever it shines upon. You can demonstrate. Look at the light, it's a different entity. Look at all this, these are different entities. You can see them separately. You can see the book apart from this light, you can see it outside in some other light. And you can see the light apart from the book. So the two things which can be seen separately, clearly they are two separate things. And you can say the light is something which is separate from the book and is shining upon the book. Example. But in the case of our consciousness, the world is experienced by our consciousness. Is the world which is experienced by consciousness something separate from the experiencing consciousness? If it is, if you claim that the world is separate from the experiencing consciousness, prove it. You cannot prove it. Because to prove it, you will have to experience the world apart from consciousness. But nothing can be experienced apart from consciousness. This is what Advaita is saying. And this is something, even till today, modern science, modern philosophy, which is a very materialistic philosophy. Realism has won over idealism. There's no doubt about it. I mean, that's the state of philosophy today. I've talked to philosophers and I've talked to a neuroscientist also. Neither of them are convinced by this argument. And both of them said, there is no fault in the argument. You can't find a way out of it. There is no way of experiencing a world apart from consciousness. Of course you cannot. Because the world is not experienced apart from consciousness, instead of saying my consciousness is witnessing a world or is illumining a world, I have to say the world is in my consciousness. Why we say consciousness and world? Because we think I am this one, body, and the world is there. So body and world are making a difference. And therefore I think here is consciousness, here is the world. But that's not true. Even the body is in your consciousness. Show me your consciousness and body separately. You cannot. Anytime you experience your body, you experience it in consciousness. The moment it is not in your consciousness, you don't experience the body, as in deep sleep. So, from your point of view, everything that you experience is in consciousness, not apart from consciousness. Now that which goes together and is never seen separately, we have to assume they are connected in some way. They are not separate existences. Just as the table and the wood cannot be separated. The table is a name and form of the wood. The universe is a name and form of consciousness. The universe is a name and form of consciousness which you are. Your consciousness alone, through the power of Maya, is appearing as the universe, including your body and mind. That's the position of Advaita. And therefore, consciousness is non-dual. There is no second thing. There is no second table apart from the wood. There is no second universe apart from consciousness.